Hello, my friend, and greetings from Cedar Falls High School as Cedar Falls Community Television once again is excited to provide you with high school athletics. It's volleyball action tonight as the Class 5A number 1 ranked Cedar Falls Tigers host the Warriors of Cedar Rapids, Washington in Mississippi Valley Conference play. Hi, everybody. Mark Simpson with you, along with the man with the name and the knowledge, Jeremiah Longnecker, as we get prepared for a long evening of high school volleyball. Now, Cedar Falls, as I mentioned, currently ranked number 1 in 5A. That will probably change with the next rankings after Cedar Falls had somewhat of a subpar performance last weekend at a tournament in Osage.
Certainly by their standards, the two teams they lost to were highly ranked, very successful programs. But you got to imagine by Matt Johnson and this program standards, they weren't real pleased with the outcome.
Tigers suffering their first 2 losses of the season, falling to Osage and Dike New Hartford. Tigers looking to bounce back tonight against a winless Warriors team. And currently, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Class 5A rankings has Cedar Falls ranked number 1. And as you look at the teams in yellow, these are schools out of the Mississippi Valley Conference that are currently ranked. So Cedar Falls and the rest of the MVC well represented in the top 15 in the 5A rankings. Now in the Des Moines Register volleyball Super 10, you see Cedar Falls taking a dip. Now these are updated rankings with the Tigers' current record. You see Cedar Falls, which had been, I believe, number 3, has slipped down to number 8.
Well, I always find it interesting when the teams that beat you aren't represented above. You know, that happens in every sport. But, you know, volleyball is in an incredible state in the state of Iowa right now.
We saw that Mount Vernon was the only 3A team ranked. Now we look at the Tigers' schedules. They won their first 9 matches, but then lost to Osage, who was hosting their own tournament last weekend. Tigers bounced back with a victory over the Forest City Indians, but then lost in 2 sets to Dike New Hartford in the semifinals of that Osage tournament.
Yeah, Dike New Hartford getting a little revenge for their only loss of the year earlier.
Now, Cedar Rapids, Washington, it's been a struggle this year. They have only won 1 set all season long. They're currently winless at 0-9. This has been a program that's been kind of down here over the last 2-3 years.
You know, it really has, and it's interesting because it's not consistent with the programs overall. So they just haven't been able to find that consistency and in the program, and it's got to be very frustrating.
Now, Cedar Rapids, Washington certainly has the athletes. As we look, and the person that stands out is Hannah Stolke, a junior, 6 feet 1 inches tall. She is committed to play basketball at the University of Iowa.
And we watched her warm up, and she is something to watch. She can climb the ladder. It's just a matter of can they get the ball in her hands enough.
Starters for Cedar Falls, and you see the familiar faces for the Tigers, but right now unsettled at the center position between the Mahi sisters of Nohea and Halea, as a sibling rivalry has become a rivalry for the starting position here for the Cedar Falls Tigers.
You know, and it's such a fickle position as well, and you know, for those of us on the outside, we may have opinions, but I guess the one thing I'll say is we're not at practice every day. We don't know how the team responds to them, and those are the inner workings. I hope that they're enjoying the opportunity to compete against one another. They're the only ones that know.
So it's Cedar Falls versus Cedar Rapids, Washington in high school volleyball. We'll have the first set coming up right after this. This is high school volleyball coverage on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Thanks for watching the Tigers on Cedar Falls Utilities, Channel 15.
The middle, Ostrich is free. Give him 6.
We're thankful for customers who choose CFU Cable TV. It's because of you that we can produce high-quality, local high school sports.
Oh, what a catch. Wow. Trey Campbell.
This year we know it's especially important to have high school games on TV and online. Because of community support, we're able to provide a full slate of high school sports.
Daniel Hutchins in the open, gets past the defense and he takes it all the way.
thanks for being a CFU TV customer, and go Tigers!
Cedar Falls preparing to take on Cedar Rapids, Washington in high school volleyball here on Cedar Falls Community Television. Tigers 10-2, Cedar Rapids, Washington 0-9. Tigers a huge favorite coming into this as Matt Johnson in the black t-shirt talking to his team. And we will see. The Tigers will start at center. It looks like it's going to be Halea Mahi, the 5'9" senior, will get the start. So the Tigers looking to bounce back with a good effort. Coach Johnson says he's just more concerned about his team and the competition right now.
I talked to a couple people about what's going on, and talked to Ryan Ludeman, who's a senior, said, hey, we didn't play bad. We just didn't play as well as we needed to win against really good competition.
Halea Mahi will begin the match serving, and we are underway with high school volleyball. That's a quick side out as the serve is long, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Warriors. Cedar Rapids, Washington, going with a head coach, Olivia Pico Cavaca, not here tonight. So Sean Martin, assistant coach, taking over the reins this evening as the Tigers. Amy Wedgbury hits it into the net, and it's a 2-0 lead for Wash.
The only thing good about that is you don't have to try to pronounce her name all that often. Sean's much easier.
High set, Mahi, Wedgbury with a strong hit, though, played by Washington. Tigers look to the near side, little drop shot, and Washington able to get it over on the free ball. Quick set in the middle, dug out by the Warriors. Mahi back set, this time it's Smith cross court, and it's a winner.
In our broadcast, we've seen Anicia more on the left side. It's interesting to see her over on the right. Gets the kill across court, nicely placed.
2-1, Cedar Rapids, Washington with the lead. Lainey Nielsen serving for Cedar Falls. With a drop shot, Mahi is there. Tigers bump it across with Remmer. Cedar Falls setting it to the far pin this time, and Amy Wedgbury gets the kill, and we're tied.
Yep, she almost got 2 kills. One with the volleyball, another one with the opponent.
Look out as in the way that time was Maya Messenger. Correction, that was Eric Vesey. Set near side, and Remmer gets her first kill. Cedar Falls with 3 consecutive points.
Yeah, Mai does a nice job of keeping the defense off balance. Remmer's got an open court, easy kill for her.
Nielsen sparking this run with her serving. Tigers with a block on the attempt by Lucy O'Donnell. And that helps Cedar Falls pick up their 4th straight point.
Yeah, strong point by Aguilar, excuse me.
Nielsen serves back row. Great dig by Bronner, the libero, and it's pushed deep into the far side of the court and in for a point.
Yeah, Amy Wedgbury was nominated as one of the homecoming queen candidates earlier today. She's had a pretty special day.
5 straight points scored by Cedar Falls. On the attack is the Warriors. Nielsen Problems with the reception, and it's out of play, and it's 5-3 now. Tigers up by 2. This is Erica Vesey serving, 5'8" junior, into the net. Come away with the upset against a good opponent. You got to play perfect volleyball.
Yeah, you know, and we watch Wash. So far, their serve reception hasn't been terrible. They've been able to keep the ball in play, but it's right here. They're not getting good looks. They're not getting good attempts. Here we get a back row attempt that sails long, but you can see the defense is okay, and just the offense is lacking.
Miscommunication on who is going to hit it, and the ball bounces in the front row between Redmond and Wilson, and it's now 8-3. Cedar Falls on top. Olivia Bronner with the serve. And the up official is Ashley Pierce on the lift on C.R. Wash. So Tigers starting to pull away. They were down 2-0. Now it's 9-3. In the back row, VC, and gets the point.
You know, the lack of a conventional offense can really throw you off defensively. You know, you're not setting the block where you normally would. There are a lot of variables that you don't control, and it's just different than playing other teams that bumps that spike, if you will.
10-4, so 14 points have been scored. I don't think Hannah Stolke has even touched the ball yet. There's her first swing. Tigers get a hand on it and able to return it on her. Remmert on her knees, able to get it across. And then Remmert into the net. So now it's 10-5. There's Hannah Stolke, the outstanding athlete for Cedar Rapids, Washington.
Yeah. Again, we watch her in warm-ups, and it's it looked like an Olympic athlete over there. She was climbing the ladder and getting off the floor. It's just there's a lot more to it than having girls that can do things. In your offense, you got to be able to get the set.
Tigers pick up the points. Stolke last touched. 11-5 right now. Getting the start tonight at Cedar. Halea Mahi, the 5'9" senior, with the assist. This is Sarah Alba coming off the bench, serving for the #1 ranked Tigers. And ace. Serve reception problems by Cedar Rapids, Washington. Tigers going for their 11th victory on the season. To the outside, not to Stolke, are the Warriors, and hitting it outside is the Warriors. That was Maya Messenger, 5'7" freshman.
You know, I think that you just feed Stolke a lot, and then if you have to adjust, fine.
Not a good pass into the net, and a timeout taken by the Warriors. 14-5, Cedar Falls ahead by 9 points here at Cedar Falls High School. I want to congratulate Cedar Falls head coach Matt Johnson. He's been nominated as the Iowa representative for the National Federation of State High School Associations Volleyball Coach of the Year. Of course, Johnson last year guided the Tigers to a 44-1 record in the Class 5A state championship. Tigers coach was nominated by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa High School Athletic Association.
Well, we get to watch his products year in and year out, and the names change, the pieces are different, but the product is ultimately just outstanding. You know, his instruction is nothing but precise. He knows exactly what he wants out of these girls, and that's what great coaches do. They give them very specific instructions. This is what I want from you.
He's a sparkling winning percentage, 90.5. 14-5 our scores. Alba serves into the net, and the timeout works by the Warriors. The onside out. Coming off the bench for Wash. We're going to see Jasmine Martin, defensive specialist, off the net. Tigers, can they get it over? And Smith. Nope, I don't think that one is out of play.
It was out.
Okay.
Yep.
Good effort, though. I don't think that went over.
I don't think so either.
10.
I think it went outside.
14-7 now. Warriors cut the lead in half. Again, off the net. This is the Tigers to stagger back a little bit. And a big swing by Smith is long. So the Warriors, they have only won one set all season long. 0-9. Get a little bit of a run. It's now 14-9.
Mark, we've done our fair share of these matches over the last, half dozen years or so where, from the get-go, we have a pretty good idea who's going to win. You said it earlier, Matt Johnson, it's not about Wash, it's about themselves. And these are the kind of points over the last 3 or 4 that'll drive you nuts, because that's not championship kind of volleyball.
Ryan Ludman serving for the Tigers. Dug out by Powers for the Warriors. Mahi looking for Smith, but this time pounds down the kill. 16-9.
Oof. It's just amazing that she's able to create that kind of angle.
Set to the outside, and VC hits it into the net. Adea Mahi and Lena Aguilar, both in her face.
There's some problems that setter position does, Wash. You just see that it's just so important.
Serve is long, 17-10. Bleacher Creatures back in attendance here for Cedar Falls. Cheering on CF is Stolke now serving. Tigers look for Anisha Smith. Little drop shot falls through.
Wow, it was a terrific get by Mahi to keep it alive. And at least, just to put it in a position to give Smith an opportunity, she took advantage of it.
Alea Mahi serving. And again, problems on the passing. And it's a 19-10 lead now for the Tigers. Just 6 points away from taking this first set. Tooling it off the block is VC for the Warriors. That's the Tigers lead now to 8, 19-11. Lydia Jackson, a 5'4" junior, coming off the bench. And serving for the Warriors. Bronner, Mahi, and Wedgeberry. Tigers go to the near side. Good defense by the Warriors, keeping it alive. Quick set, and coming up at the point is Aguilar for Cedar Falls.
If this is going to be a championship caliber team, that quick middle is a play that Matt Johnson loves to use, and it's got to come along. We've already seen some progress out of Aguilar tonight. Connecting a little bit more are Mahi and Aguilar.
Good serve by Nielsen. Oh, strong block by Aguilar. It's a solo block. Watch this. From the net cam. Well placed. 21-11.
Excellent, sir.
Pushed across by Redmond. Tigers go to Remmert. Cedar Falls in a good system right now.
Yeah, Katie took a little bit off of that. Beautifully placed cross court. Past the double block as she cuts that a touch. Really nice.
The Warriors with Sean Martin coaching the team tonight. Spend their second time out. Look at some of the highlights for the Tigers. Katie Remmert. There's that nice push back into the corner by Wedgbury on her knees. A nice play by Remmert, but Stolke smashing the kill. So it's been a real balanced attack so far for Cedar Falls.
Bet Wash would like to borrow one of our setters.
Tigers up by 11 right now, 22-11. There's a nice block by Aguilar. Bleacher creatures in attendance here, and not quite so hot the gym here.
No, much better. Well, one of the things about this building is that when it's hot out, it takes a little bit to heat up. Then it takes about twice as long for it to cool down.
Following the timeout, Tigers with a block at the net on the attempt by Redmond, and then Aguilar becoming more and more active, comes away with another kill.
Well, we've seen the potential in Aguilar in previous broadcasts. She just hasn't been as consistent. This has been a nice set for her.
Aguilar, the 6-foot senior. Back set. Tag by VC. VC cuts it, and just out. I thought she may have caught the line there. Now we're at set point, 24-11. Nielsen trying to finish off the Warriors here in this first set. And 3 Tigers there, but nobody able to play it.
Well, that was the smart play. There's going to be, if 2 of them go, there's going to be somebody hurt. Oh, yeah, there are going to be some heads knocking there.
Good serve, nice dig by Bronner. Pushed across by Remmert deep. On the outside, the attack made by Wilson for the Warriors. Cedar Falls counters with the on the other side of the court. Wedgbury getting the kill, and Cedar Falls wins 25-11. So the Tigers, there's a couple long runs in there to pull away and beat the Warriors. 25-12 is our final score, 25-12. Tigers with the victory. We'll be back with the second set after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Meet Mike.
Hello.
Mike's the Iron Chef of his house. But instead of seasoning tonight's meal, Mike's getting peppered with demands from his family about their internet connection. Thankfully for Mike, this recipe calls for a dash of support. With CFU Wi-Fi, our highly trained technician will install a new Wi-Fi system and provide Mike's family with tech support 24/7. Now, Mike can focus on tonight's meal without all the extra ingredients. CFU Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi made simple.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham Way. And that means offering you the convenience you need when shopping our 3 locations in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City. These locations mean always having the inventory you want when you want it. That's the Witham Way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
I grew up here in Cedar Falls and experienced Cedar Falls athletics as a student, now as a parent and community member. I have the pleasure in my role here at the Western Home Communities of serving several of my former teachers and administrators. Go Tigers!
Tonight's match brought to you by Brad Jacobson at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Brad Jacobson State Farm is there. Call the original, Jake from State Farm, at 319-277-4134 or email jake@bradjacobson.biz. So we go into the second set. Tigers win the first set 25-12. Tigers getting some good play, especially that latter part of that first set by Lena Aguilar in the middle for the Tigers. A position Cedar Falls trying to solidify right now. Good passing, that leads to the kill for CF.
Well, you know, and this is a part of the offense we haven't seen much of either. They haven't been able to execute the slide, and you know, although it wasn't picture perfect there, it was effective by gaining a point. It's yet another thing that you have to guard against.
Stolke, big swing. Tigers get a hand on it. Mahi, quick set, and Anicia Smith gets it in.
Now the Tigers have prepared for Stolke. She's getting a lot of attention, as she should.
Ryan Ludman serving, 2-0 lead for Cedar Falls. VC right at Ludman. Oh, little drop shot by Alea Mahi.
Yeah, she hides that so well.
3-0. Cedar Falls off to a quick start in this second set. Ludman.
It's much more difficult than it looks. You got to be careful about a carry. Hold it for just a touch, just long enough.
And the eyes got to sell it.
You bet. You know, and then of course placement has to be perfect. So it's
almost like a no-look pass in basketball. 4-zip, Cedar Falls. Warriors, Stolke, Cedar Falls, scrapping, and Anicia Smith turns it with velocity. VC's hit is blocked. Mahi looking for Smith again, and this time off the libero. Kiara Powers.
Hey, give her a couple of chances, and you're going to pay. Not getting across. Messenger really caught in no man's land there.
Cedar Falls coming off a weekend where they went 3-2. Losing in the semifinals at the Osage Invitation. Trying to bounce back. Cedar Falls will more than likely lose their top ranking in 5A when the new polls come out on later this week.
Some miscommunication in the back row.
Matt Johnson said right now we're just concentrating on improving ourselves. Mahi goes to the middle. Wedgeberry. And off the hands of Isi for the point.
This is difficult. You see where that ball's received. You expect that to be a back row play.
Alea Mahi just clears the net. And miscommunication by the Warriors. 7-1 right now, Tigers.
Rebuilding volleyball program, it's a step-by-step process, and you got to start on the defensive end. You can tell that they've spent some time.
Net is kind for Cedar Falls, and it's now 8-1.
Just the offense is lagging well behind for the Warriors. They're just not able to get into anything. Not putting a lot of pressure on the Tiger defense.
Alea Mahi this time. The net says no. Give you a couple chances. This time, no. 8-2. Alea getting the start over her sophomore sister, Nohea. Two sisters have been battling at that center position all season long so far. Nice set to Wedgeberry. Wedgeberry leads the Tigers in kills this year. Lady Nielsen in the serve. And that's going to be long. 9-3 on the side out.
A couple of uncharacteristic errors for her tonight.
Controlling first contact as Bronner goes over the net. And Washington able to return it. High set and tooling it off the hands. The attack is Sarah Alba. Good swing by Alba, the 5'6" junior.
Olivia Smothers seeing a rotation.
Tigers setting it up. Mahi looking to the near pin, and Alba hits it long. Second set, Tigers won the first set 25-12. Cedar Falls coming into the evening 10-2. Washington 0-9. Go back a ways. Last time the Warriors won was September 7th of 2019 against Davenport North. So it's been a long dry spell for the Warriors.
Oh.
Again, Alba can't put it down, and it's 10-5 Tigers over the Warriors.
Well, you can tell in the wake of a couple of weekend losses that there are people getting opportunities. This lineup is anything but set. Obviously, there are some spots that have been decided, but it's time to step up. If you want to play on this floor for this team, the opportunity is there.
Emmy Wedgbury is committed to Northwestern College in Orange City. The Red Raiders first serve out of play. So both teams exchanging points. 11-6, Tigers ahead by 5 here in the second set. This is Lydia Jackson, a 5'4" junior. Back set on the slide, little drop shot by Curtis. Getting through the attack was VC. Cedar Falls, so able to return it. VC again. And gets the point.
You know, there are moments where Wash looks perfectly capable. We've seen several of them. Obviously not enough to be highly competitive.
Deamahi back set, Wedgbury and Deja Redmond. Good block attempt, but tooled off her hand and out of play. Point Cedar Falls, 12-7.
Talked to Emmy's dad a little bit, who happens to be my boss as well, and just, you know, about what's going on. He said, listen, it's not about the skills, it's about the passion. Got to play with it.
Redmond blocked at the net. Tigers setting up for Wedgbury, pushes it deep. The libero is there. Powers. Drop shot this time by Hidea Mahi. Aloha as it goes in there for the point.
Again, keeping the defense off balance.
Sarah Alba with the serve. Balls over the net. Mahi looking for Anicia Smith. And Warriors somehow able to return that. Oh, Wedgbury with a BB.
Yeah, she's just so heady. Yeah, rarely do you see her overswing. You see just beautiful placement. An excellent set, too.
Alba with the serve. Oh, nice dig by Bronner.
Sure was.
Warriors look for VC,
four.
and yep, 4 hits.
Oh, I got a lift. All right, take your pick.
Tigers up 15-7. Sean Martin coaching the Warriors tonight, calling for their Cedar Rapids, Washington's first time out. So Cedar Falls now has doubled up the score against the visiting Warriors of Cedar Rapids, Washington. And sponsors for our broadcast tonight include Kimball and Beecher Family Dentistry. Get the smile you've always wanted at any one of their 6 locations located on Prairie Parkway in Cedar Falls, with additional sites in Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, Marshalltown, and Des Moines. Go to KimballandBeecher.com to schedule your appointment today and get the smile you've always wanted. Bleacher creatures in the house.
There's some creatures in there right now.
You see the Warriors, they play with some masks around their neck. I've seen some schools, the players actually participate. They wear the mask during the match itself. I don't know how you could breathe in that.
I don't either.
16-7.
You know, and the Gators, you have a hard time keeping them up as well. I would think that would just be an annoyance.
Albaugh, the 5'6" junior, with the serve. Tigers pulling away here.
Nearly.
Oh, Stolke. And Powers able to bounce it over and then get the point of the Warriors. Get the rafters and off the basketball back support. It's hung up in the air and comes down. They're able to return it and get the point. Adea Mahi looking for Anicia Smith. Big swing. Great dig in the front row by VC, but Stolke unable to get it over.
Smith's had an awfully good night.
17-8.
So we talked about that competition for spots. We saw Olivia Smothers in our last broadcast. She was really good, and she's getting regular rotations now.
Warriors, good passing, which leads to the kill by Hannah Stolke. Stolke, tremendous basketball player. Again, as we mentioned, she's committed to the University of Iowa. She committed as a sophomore last year. I remember watching her as a freshman going, wow, she has a pretty bright future.
You were correct.
17-10 right now is our score. Maya Messenger serving. Back set on the slide. Smothers. Her attempt is blocked. Anicia Smith, the other side. Warriors, good defense, and all but hit into the net on the attempt by Lucci O'Donnell. Eight-point lead for Cedar Falls, and Adea Mahi will be serving. Excuse me, Halea Mahi will be serving. Quick attack, and Olivia Smothers gets that between a couple of blockers and down.
Stolke just didn't close out there. Smothers gets just enough.
Stolke, the quick set to her, blocked at the net. Up it into the net was Smith for the Tigers. Good call by the down official.
Yeah.
It's Ashley, excuse me.
Caught it with her left hand, yep.
Haley,
she sure did.
Haley Gedkin is our down official. 19-11. This is Jocelyn Doyle with the serve.
That's a beautiful return.
Tigers won the first set, 25-12. Right now up 20-11 in the second set. Trying to take a huge 2-0 lead over the visiting Warriors. Got to go back to September 11th, 2018, the last time the Warriors picked up a victory on the road. Oh, the line judge calls that in. 21-11. And the Warriors spend their second timeout. Cedar Falls ahead by 10 here late in the second set. And the sponsors for our broadcast include Signs by Tomorrow. More Than a Custom Sign Company. Signs by Tomorrow is your advertising solutions resource. Signs by Tomorrow, they create affordable, high-impact signs and visual messaging solutions. Find them on McLean Drive in Cedar Falls or at signsbytomorrow.com. Tigers trying to wrap up this second set. Lainey Nielsen in the serve. 5'5" junior defensive specialist. Back set. Bumped across by the Warriors. Quick set and Smothers hits it long. Hannah Stolke will be serving now for Wash. Shot, nice play by Messenger. Getting that back over into the Tigers side, and Wedgbury quietly having a good evening.
Sure is. It's just savvy play on her part. And again, Wash, she's not trying to do too much with it. Reads the court, plays a little bit of a higher top spin shot, just places it difficult. She knows that Wash is having a hard time getting to offense. Let's just keep this in play, make them do some things. That's really nice.
Bronner setting up to Mahi, and Alba hoping for a last touch, doesn't get the call, and it's a point for the Warriors.
Yeah, Sarah's having a difficult time from that left outside position. Had a few opportunities. Just timing is a touch off.
Luciana O'Donnell with the serve. And double hit called against Cedar Falls as the Tigers are trying to set it up to Wedgbury at the 3-meter line.
No argument.
Donald's serve, Bronner, good pass. A little joust at the net, and Deja Redmond getting the point. Still a comfortable lead for the Tigers at 7 points, 22-15. Wedgbury. Oh, and miscommunication there between O'Donnell and Wilson. I've seen that about too many times.
Yeah.
If you're Coach Sean Martin.
You just can't afford to do that if you're trying to claw back into a game against this Tiger squad.
Stolke from the back row, way out of bounds, not even close. 24-15. Set point. Wedgbury, the senior, ready to go. Jump serve, that's an ace. Good way to finish off the second set for the Cedar Falls Tigers as they win 25-15. Cedar Falls now takes a big 2-0 lead over the visiting team from Cedar Rapids, Washington. We'll be back with more high school volleyball right after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Your smile is the most important thing to us. A smile is your greatest accessory. A smile lights up a room. A smile is confidence. It's a symbol of love, a friendly face, happiness, and so much more. Let us keep your smile healthy. Kimball and Beecher Family Dentistry. We'd love to see you smile.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham Way. And that means offering you the convenience you need when shopping our 3 locations in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City. These locations mean always having the inventory you want when you want it. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
Meet Susie.
Hello.
Susie couldn't wait to unwind with her newest thriller novel. Too bad the only villain in this story was her suspect router. Overwhelmed by options and technical jargon, Susie needed to crack the case of the router's riddle. Thankfully for Susie, this mystery is easy to solve. With CFU Wi-Fi, our highly trained technician will install a new Wi-Fi system to optimize coverage for her home. Now, Susie can get back to playing detective in any room of her house. CFU Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi made simple.
Our match brought to you by Western Home Communities, the Cedar Valley's best of the best choice for older adults. Visit the website today to find out about villa lifestyles or independent living apartments, plus all the amenities they include to make life fun and worry-free. WesternHomeCommunities.org. Other sponsors include Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, with additional locations in Waterloo and LaPorte City. Witham Auto Center is a proud supporter of the Cedar Falls Tigers. Find your next vehicle in person or online at withamauto.com.
Mark, you almost read those as if you've done advertisements before.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mark Simpson with Jeremiah Longnecker here at Cedar Falls High School. Tigers won the first set 25-12, the second set 25-15. Trying to get a sweep over the Warriors as we prepare to start this third set. Tigers looking for their 11th victory of the season. So now we see Nohea Mahi in at setter for the Tigers to begin this third set. And with Olivia Remmert serving, the Tigers pick up a quick first point.
Or Katie.
Katie Remmert, correct. Don't know where that came from. What?
She has a cousin named Olivia. That's fair.
Okay, thank you.
Called a fair number of games with her in it, too.
Quick set, Nisha Smith. And off the block attempt of Maya Messenger.
Yeah, she and Wedgbury on the outside have really been outstanding.
Tigers lead 2-0. And Katie Remmert serve is long, 2-1. So Messenger ready to serve here for the Warriors. Tigers pass it into the front row, and uncontested, an easy kill for Anisha Smith.
Yeah, O'Donnell just, it's almost as if she's like, yeah, no, thanks. They're just giving her the line. Yeah.
Wedgbury.
I've seen this movie before. Excuse me.
Wedgbury and Smith leading the Tigers in kills so far this evening. Good serve. Running up. Powers able to save and dig it out. But leads to problems and a point for Cedar Falls. 4-1 Tigers. Tigers getting off to another fast start, similar in the second set. And somebody into the net. What we call a double hit against the Warriors. Let's watch that again.
Yep.
$5-1, the up official. Good call. Stolke gets a good pass, but into the net.
Tried to guide that a little bit. I don't know that she has a kill. Maybe one, Mark. Tiger's done a great job on her.
But it's interesting to me. I watch her demeanor in basketball. Very aggressive.
Yes.
Very animated. And I don't see that in volleyball.
Yeah. Well, you see that sometimes when people feel as though it's their sport versus, hey, I'm playing this, but I'm competing in this. a little bit different story.
6-1. Let's look at what else is going on in the Mississippi Valley Conference tonight. Besides the Tigers, Waterloo West, Waterloo East, both at home tonight. Xavier, having a strong season. They're taking on Dubuque Senior.
Marquise at the bottom. Battle of the Dubukes, Hempstead and Western Dubuque. That'd be.
Saw Western Dubuque in the season opener. Tigers beat them in 5 sets, but we're down 2-1 where they rallied to win. Falls off the net, and the Tigers able to knock it across by Nohea Mahi. And hitting it long. Now the play is O'Donnell for the Warriors. Cedar Falls up 7-1. And there she gets a kill. Stolke. 7-2.
I thought we'd see a little bit more of that. They haven't been able to get the ball to her, and
yeah, I think she seems to just looking. She gets a lot of touches. You can see perhaps her really causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
7-3.
Great dig by Katie Rimmer.
Back-to-back points by the Warriors. Serving is Jocelyn Doyle. Tigers go to the outside, and Smith hits it off the rafters, and the Warriors able to get it across. Wedgbury from the back row. Mahi sets it up for Smith. Middle of the floor. Powers with the good sliding dig. I'm going to call it double hit, I believe, on that sliding dig by Powers. Nope, correction. That was the pass by Doyle. 8-3. Serving into the net, Nohea Mahi. Nohea, sophomore. 5 feet, 8 inches tall. Back at the net, and looks like, I believe
it was Washington, yeah.
Deja Redmond.
Yep, it sure was.
9-4, Cedar Falls. What's interesting about the Mahis with Kaya Mahi, brilliant setter. Now we have Kalea and Nohea. They're all setters.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes.
There's the two sisters. Nobody wanted to be a libero or defensive specialist. They want to be the straw, mixing up that drink.
Right, they want to be the quarterback. The point guard.
Back set, nicely done. Wedgbury's attack, though, blocked by Washington. You see at times the Warriors with some really good defense. Look at that, nice defensive play. Good volley. This might be our longest of the night, and the Warriors pick up the point.
Well, I'm not sure Aguilar knew that that set was for her, and it wasn't. I think it fooled Katie Rimmer as well.
9-6. Tough serve. Cedar Falls able to get it to Rimmer, and Katie with the kill.
Really gotten a chance to see more of Katie's all-around game last year, mostly front row. Get to see her in back row rotations. That's changed.
Point scored by the Warriors. They played much better after a very slow start to this third set. Now it's 11-6. There's Lydia Jackson. Quick set the attack by Smothers. This time it's Remmert. Oh, calling it out. And it's now 11-7 as the Warriors trying to inch their way back into this third set. Tigers went 3-2 at the Osage tournament last weekend. Got taken to 3 sets by Waverly Shellrock and dropped a match to Osage. Came back to beat Forest City, but then lost to Dayton New Hartford in the semifinals. So we got a rare timeout taken by Matt Johnson. Johnson talking to his team right now. It's now. Did they take a point away from the Tigers? It was 11-7. Now I'm looking at it's 10-8.
I didn't see the correction. I did see the official go over to the bench, but I was watching the huddle.
So right now, it was 11-7. Now the scoreboard has it 10-8. I didn't know if they were able to do that to take away a point. So it's unless there was some mistake in the scoring earlier that they had. So now it's 10-8 our count.
No, you're always right. You keep the score all the time. Oops.
That's an easy call for the official there.
Easiest one of the night.
Lydia Smothers. Watch her right hand and playing the harp there. Getting the strings. Now it's 10-9. Set tight to the net and into the net are the Tigers. And look at this. The Warriors have battled back. And now it's 10-10. Cedar Rapids, Washington, winless on the year. They've only won 1 set. Giving the #1 ranked team in the state a lot of problems here. Cedar Falls able to push it across in the third hit. And look at this, the Warriors now with the lead and their bench up and cheering. Tigers jumped out to a 7-1 lead to start this third set. The Warriors have outscored them 10-3.
Terrific serve.
Mahi setting it up for Wedgbury, just crawls over the net. Remmert right at VC. And they're able to get it across on the Powers, the libero, and this time getting the kill in is Wedgbury. Steady Emmy Wedgbury with the kill again for Cedar Falls. We're tied at 11. .11 is our score. Matt Johnson, head coach of Cedar Falls, usually not very animated.
No.
Over the course of the night. I'm watching him. I saw him stand up, walk down the bench, and you can tell his hands up in the air a few times.
It's just can't believe we got that point sort of look.
12-11, and Warriors tied again, 12-12. Halfway through this third set. Tigers lead 2-0, but Wash playing scrappy here in this third set, refusing to go away. Serving is Jasmine Martin. Quick set for the Tigers, and the attack by Smothers. Oh, they're Stolkies. The Warriors playing with a lot of confidence right now. Oh, and just out. And the serve by Jasmine Martin. 13-13.
Well, I'll tell you who's into this, and that is Sean Martin, who is the interim head coach.
Ball hit. Can the Tigers run it down? No. And the Warriors lead again, 14-13. Well, I heard before the match, kind of challenging his team, you know, to. And challenge accepted right now by the Warriors. Mahi setting up for Martin. Hits it weakly over the net. Little drop shot by Nohea Mahi. The setter here in this third set for the Tigers.
Beautifully done as well.
Tied 14 apiece. Tigers getting I didn't expect this challenge by the Warriors. You're up 7-1. You're supposed to go away. Nice set. Wedgbury pushes it deep into the corner. Little drop shot attempted by the Warriors. Mahi looking for Smith. And the Warriors return it, and VC with the attack. Now Stolke with the big swing.
What a point. Smart play by Smith. Keep it in play.
Oh, great volley, and the Tigers pick up the point this time.
It's just an outstanding point on both sides. Great effort, great digs. Needed to elevate, keep that thing in play, knock it back into the wash court.
Ryan Ludman serving for Cedar Falls, leading 15-14 in this third set. Hitting from a tough angle.
Sure was.
The Warriors O'Donnell. And Cedar Falls, a hitting error. Back and forth we go, exchanging points. Tigers were up 7-1. Now we're tied 15-15. This will be Jocelyn Doyle, 5'7" junior setter.
They might put a statue of Sean Martin up at Wash High School if they win a set here.
That's a nice quick set, and coming up with the kill for the Tigers, Lena Aguilar.
That is about as much pop as we've seen out of her in that quick set. Just essential for the success.
Oh, Smith almost got a block initially, but it off her hands.
Jocelyn Doyle.
16-16. You're right. Sean Martin. He is into this. Oh, and it's an ace serve for Stolkes. And late in this third set, the Warriors have a 1-point lead, 17-16. Give their head coach Olivia Pico Cavaca. Not here tonight. Good good dig by Stolke in the back row. Warriors, free ball, bump it across, and it falls through. Look at this, 18-16. As Redmond catches the Tigers on their heels. And right now, the Warriors with all the momentum. Mahi setting up Smith.
That's a good spot to go. She has been on the mark all night.
Tigers down by one. Yeah, down by one to Cedar Rapids, Washington in this third set. Cedar Falls leading 2-0.
Now for Wash, they have no illusions they're going to win this.
Lauren Vlasic coming off the bench and serving. Quick set. Tigers with the block on Redmond. And there's Aguilar.
And I don't mean this game, I'm talking about the match, but this is about as exciting as it gets for a team that hasn't won in a year and hasn't won on the road in 2.
Vlasic. Strong serve. Oh, and going across the net. Good call by the official, Anna Wilson. She looked shocked by that. Watch Wilson. Watch her momentum. Easily steps over the line. Cedar Falls
didn't need to.
3 straight points. Now they lead 19-18. Wilson into the net. And timeout taken by Cedar Rapids, Washington. The Tigers surge 4 straight points and now lead 20-18 as a fired up Amy Wedgbury cheering on her teammates.
You want to watch somebody in action, watch this is the Energizer Bunny. I suppose maybe some of our younger viewers aren't familiar with that bunny, but old commercial that had a bunny that had as much energy as Sean Martin.
Sean in his 3rd year on the Warriors staff, again filling in the night. He has Warriors playing inspired volleyball here in this 3rd set. Seen glimpses throughout the evening. The Warriors putting it together in his 3rd set. Tigers trying to close the door though. Vlasic serving, problems on the serve reception. Stolke, attack from the back row. Back set, Wedgeberry, and returned by the Warriors. Stolke, actually she plays pretty good in that back row. Tall young lady.
She does.
21-18. It's 5 straight scored by Cedar Falls. Vlasic sparking this run with their serving. Over the net, Powers able to dig it over. Back set, Wedgeberry, yes!
She's been money all night as well.
4-point lead now for Cedar Falls. Vlasic gets the ace.
She's come in and done a nice job, particularly from the service line.
5'5" junior. Coming in at the right time with a strong run for Cedar Falls. 2 points away from winning the match. Stolke again from the back row with the swing. Bronner setting up, Wedgeberry on the fly. Little drop shot. And the Warriors pick up the point.
Well done by Wilson.
That ended a 7-0 run by the Tigers. 23-19. Lucci O'Donnell with the serve for Wash. Tigers look for Wedgeberry down the line and dug out in the back row by O'Donnell. Tigers look for Remmert. Yes. Tattoos that one to the floor.
You know what Matt Johnson wants out of his team is what he saw once they went behind. It's been a different team since they went behind. You know, the energy and the speed, what they're playing with. That's what they need all the time. Every point is important.
Match point, able to return it on the Warriors. This could close the door. Tigers will try it again. Oh, a little drop shot.
Why not?
Hey, Amahi says aloha with the drop shot. And the Tigers tested in that 3rd set, able to win 25-19. Cedar Falls winning by scores of 25-12, 25-15, and 25-19. So the Tigers waving to the visitors from Cedar Rapids, Washington. So Cedar Falls now improves to 11-2 on the year. The Warriors fall to 0-10, but some things to build on for the Warriors and for the Tigers. Well, they still have some things to work out.
It's an unconventional night. It really is. You're not playing a team that plays the way that most teams play against you, and it's difficult.
So Cedar Falls with the victory at home this evening. And that will conclude our broadcast. Another wonderful job by our Cedar Falls Community Television crew. Thank you, Jeremiah Longnecker. And I'm Mark Simpson. Tigers 3-set sweep over the Warriors. And you've been watching Tiger Volleyball on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Thanks for watching the Tigers on Cedar Falls Utilities, Channel 15.
The middle, Ostrich is free. Give him 6.
We're thankful for customers who choose CFU Cable TV. It's because of you that we can produce high-quality, local high school sports.
Oh, what a catch. Wow. Trey Campbell.
This year we know it's especially important to have high school games on TV and online. Because of community support, we're able to provide a full slate of high school sports.
the defense, and he takes it all the way.
So thanks for being a CFU TV customer, and go Tigers.